Word order in a contemporary story for children. Grammar single out classifies and expresses various experience that reminds the aspect of each experience that must be expressed from words. That is from Rowena Coles. Now, the chapter 1. Chapter 1. Word order within a phrase. The English language is described as a fixed word order language. Such a label might superficially seem to imply that there is inflexibility in the way in which words are ordered in a sentence. It's important, therefore, to understand exactly what is meant by the term. It can be examined on two different hierarchical levels of language structure. Within a phrase, thus A, and within a sentence. The first A is with word order within a phrase. Word order within the phrase refers to the ordering of the words that make up this particular group. At this hierarchical level, word order is indeed fixed, and that elements making up the phrase consistently follow the same order. For example, adjectives in English that qualify a noun must be placed before the noun, as phrases from the King of Capri, from noun referred as the king, show. His favorite food: a big backyard, clean clothes, fresh bread, the front step. Halliday offers the following pattern which shows the inflexibility of the word order of a noun phrase. Word order in a noun phrase: this, the adjective, demonstrative adjective; 2, numerative, splendid, first epithet, adjective; old, second epithet, hold. Classifier: electric, trans, thing, noun. That's classifier, adjective, qualified adjective, thing, noun, trans. There are the other book. Halliday uses functional tense description, the adjective for the demonstrative adjectives these, epithet and classifier for the adjective, splendid, old, and electric, thing for the noun trans. The order shown in Halliday's example of the possible elements of a noun phrase cannot be changed in English and is therefore fixed. We can see that any change in this order produces a grammatical incorrect sentence. It is impossible to disregard that fixed word order and write this. This is no. No to these splendid old electric trains. No these two splendid electric old trains. No these electric two splendid old trains. No these splendid old electric trains. Yes, these, the adjective, 2, numerative, splendid, the first epithet, second, old, the second epithet, classifier, electric, trans, thing. That is correct. These two splendid old electric trans, it's correct. So the word order is the adjective, numerative, first epithet, second epithet, classifier, thing, and it's fixed. It is to be noted that the epithets always precede classifiers. Even the two epithets, splendid and old, cannot be reversed, as the English language imposes the order of placing adjectives, expresses intensity or emotion. Example: perfect, unique, wonderful, before those expressing physical dimensions or states: tall, heavy, young, old. In the King, noun phrases are most frequently composed of one or two qualifying elements. The following are examples of noun phrase with one epithet. The theater closed, the clean ones, a big bulgel, Greek tempest, a big backyard, the marvelous palace. Here follow examples of a noun phrase with one classifier. The velvet breeches, the seashore, the gold whiskers, the front step, Italian cats, a jam sandwich, a tennis ball. A few phrases have both a numerative and an epithet. 2 gold coin, 19 baked beans, or an epithet and a classifier. An upturned laundry basket, an old dressing gown. Whatever the composition of a noun phrase, there is an order which must be respected. Similarly, verb phrases also have a fixed word order to follow. Once again, only they give the following example: couldn't have been, going to, be, being, eaten, which, although perhaps exaggeratedly complex, shows just how each element is allocated to a fixed position. Finite. Couldn't, auxiliary first, have, auxiliary second, being, auxiliary third, going to, auxiliary fourth, be, auxiliary fifth, being, event, eaten. Here are some verb phrases from the king which illustrates this fixed order. The king ate as much as he could, but not as much as he would have liked. Could, finite, have, auxiliary, liked, event. He couldn't get all the jelly and all the bun into his mouth at once. Couldn't finite, get, event. On Capri, where the king was snoring, was finite, snoring, event. Then they were going to share a cup of milk, were finite, going to auxiliary, share, event. Fixed order is also found within a phrase where adverbs qualify as adjectives or other verbs. The adverbs are always placed initially in such phrases as in very well, much more rapidly, highly intelligent, fairly easy, rather difficult. In prepositional phrases, the preposition always precedes the noun to which it refers, as in out of the tree, in across the bay, on Mrs. Jew's washing line, on a pile of towels. Such are the basic rules underlying the ordering of words within phrases of the English language, making a sentence grammatical or ungrammatical. My system very well are grammatically correct in English. System and well very are not in English, and it's different in Italian. This aspect of word order, that though its stability produces sentences that are settled or unsettled in the language, grammaticality or agrammaticality. In this regard to well-known sentence proposed by Chomsky can ultimately illustrate what is meant by grammaticality linked to word order. Gives the following sentence which are, in his opinion, nonsensical. Colorless green idiots live furiously to sleep idiots green colorless. He points out that only the first tense will be recognized as grammatically by English speaker who read it with normal intonation. The second string of words will not be recognized as a complete grammatical sentence, and an English speaker will pronounce the word in the string separately. Giving each one following intonation as one will give 20 seconds of words that are unrelated to one another. But what are the elements that lay to the distinction between a grammatical and ungrammatical sentence? Firstly, there is the lexical knowledge we bring to the first sentence. Each of the words exists in English, and the morphological clues, noun, less, plus less, equal, adjective, the, plus s of plural noun, the plus ly of adverbs. However, these elements are also to be found in the second sentence. The difference between sentence A and sentence B is the word order. Word order in sentence A respects the fixed word order of a noun phrase. Example: colorless adjective, green adjective, ideas noun. Whereas sentence B disobeys this order, placing the adjective after the noun ideas noun plus green adjective plus colorless adjectives. Thus, it's the non-respect to this partial word order That leads to the ungrammaticality of the second sentence. The present study will now consider more extensively the ordering of words within sentences, and following which usually refer to the specific aspect when consider word order. This, as will be seen, the aspect as offer or speaker radio elements of choice, a condition that the word order within a phrase does not offer.